Hey, what's happening? This is Jerry over at DynamX. Hope you're having a great day today. Hey, I'm coming at you with a real quick video. I'm on my way over to Hair Science Barbershop and Barber School. I just picked up my Beamer from the dealership. Got my oil change done, got the car cleaned up, some service done. And I wanted to give you a real quick note on service. Okay, on service. Now, service is something that I think is critically important. I'm a business owner, and so really, that's one of the separating factors between a successful business and an unsuccessful business. So I want to share with you where I learned service and some of the things that we've heard from our customers. Okay, I've had clients. What up, Scott? So I've had clients just in the last week tell me that we have the greatest service they've ever experienced, that our communication is on point, we're frequent, we're timely, we over-deliver. And here's what I think about service, guys. The thought on service for the average person and business owner and business just in general is typically doing a really good job on the thing that the customer bought or ordered. Okay, and I agree, you should do a really good job on the thing that the customer bought or ordered, but let me ask you this. Isn't that kind of what you should be doing anyways? Like, if I paid for something, I was hoping that it was going to be the best. Okay, so I don't really think service is necessarily unique to the transaction. I think the transaction should just be an abundant exchange, in and of itself innately. Here's where I think service comes in. Service comes in before the transaction ever happens, and service comes in after the transaction is done. Okay, I want you to think about if you've been to a restaurant, service was really good, right? You go there, but ultimately, in a restaurant, when you're eating, there's a plateau on how good the service can get. Unless they start giving me things I didn't buy, like back rubs and you know what I mean? But there's only a certain degree of how good someone can make the experience of getting a plate with food on it before you put it in your mouth. Okay, I'm just gonna level with you, right? But here's the deal. If you go to a restaurant and they give you good service and you leave and you get a thank you call the next day and you get a coupon to come back next time with a discount off your order, and you start getting all this service after you already dined there, guess what? You're probably coming back. And so what I think on service is, guys, you have to give service before the transaction and after the transaction that the client's not going to expect. And by the way, where I learned this, you're going to love this. I learned this from Cardone. Okay, I learned this from the sales guy. I learned this from the guy that you all think is too aggressive and too pushy. Okay, when I implement his tactics, and I do, by the way, we literally just yesterday closed one of his employees on one of our services. We implement it to the T. Every single thing the guy says to do, I do it 100% duplication, no extra added, nothing taken away, plain vanilla the way Grant says to. And what that does is it gives you a level of service that's not experienced anywhere else. Okay, when we sell something to one of our clients, guess what? We're going to contact them at least 20 times that year to follow up and check in on them. After they bought from us, they already paid us the money and we're checking in. How else can I help? I'm writing them handwritten letters on a weekly basis. Okay, that's service. Before the transaction. Okay, we care enough about the transaction that before the transaction, we're putting up big levels of service because we know that that's what that client's going to expect from us on the back end. We can push going into a transaction because we can tell them, guys, this is how we're going to treat you after you become a client. Okay, if we're doing all this before you've even signed a deal, imagine what we're going to do once you have. Okay, so I want to give you that word. If you're a business owner, definitely deliver a good product. That's just part of what you should do. But even more important than that, after the product's done, this is where people fall apart. After the product is done, after the transaction is done, you either stop or you keep going. And if you keep going, you're going to have people repeat the transaction with you. They're going to come back. They're going to refer people. But nobody refers people to a restaurant that only did a good job while they were there and then forgot about them after they left. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that gives you something to think about. If that was an inspiring message, I want you to do two things. I want you to like the video. I want you to share the video. And I want you to subscribe and keep watching my stuff. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't do anything dumb this Saturday night. And don't forget, by the way, really quick, we have Operation Reborn tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you live in Anchorage, Alaska, and you want to pitch in and help the homeless community here and provide opportunity for the youth in our community, every second Sunday, every single month, we provide employment training. Okay, we provide employment opportunities. We literally go through and we give free haircuts, free food to the homeless community here. We try and utilize the at-risk youth community to give them that opportunity to come in and help out and give a lending hand and pitch in and take some responsibility for the Anchorage community here. That's tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Hair Science Barbershop. So if you're watching this, I want you to come by tomorrow. Check us out. Come prepared to work. Like, you're either gonna, mingle with people, you're gonna give haircuts, you're gonna help with employment training, you're gonna help us drill scripts for resumes and interviews, you're gonna help us deliver Cardone to these people. Whatever it is we need you to do, that's got to be the intention. Come to these things. We want it to be fun, and we want to get as many people in Anchorage as we can helping out with this event. So guys, thank you again. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon.